Cathay Pacific, recognized as one of the most prestigious airlines globally, has recently issued a public rebuke to Boeing regarding the extensive delays surrounding the delivery of the highly anticipated 777X aircraft. This highly unusual and frank criticism begs the question: why is this so important, and what led to this moment? Buckle up as we delve into how Cathay's sharp remarks could represent a significant turning point, not just for their own future, but for Boeing, Airbus, and the global aviation industry as a whole. In a candid interview in Hong Kong, Cathay Pacific's Chief Operations and Service Delivery Officer, Alex McAyu, expressed the airline's dissatisfaction, stating that the company had expected all of its aircraft to be delivered on time. When Boeing failed to meet the agreed delivery schedule, it was a major disappointment for Cathay. Originally, the 777X was expected to take to the skies in 2021. However, due to a cascade of challenges, the aircraft's delivery has now been delayed by nearly 5 years, with Cathay's new anticipated delivery date not expected until 2026. For Cathay Pacific, which ordered the 777X to replace its aging 777-300ER fleet and further enhance its luxury service offerings, these delays are far more than just a logistical issue. The ongoing setbacks present a serious threat to Cathay's competitive position, particularly in the high-end luxury travel market. The 777X was set to deliver an elevated in-flight experience, featuring a more spacious cabin, improved fuel efficiency, and upgraded first-class suites. These features were meant to place Cathay at the forefront of luxury air travel, capable of competing with the likes of Emirates, Singapore Airlines, and other premium carriers. However, with each passing year that the 777X is delayed, Cathay finds itself in a position where it has no choice but to keep its older 777-300ERs in service for longer than originally planned. This situation puts the airline at a distinct disadvantage, as competing airlines with newer fleets equipped with the latest in-flight technology and cabin upgrades will continue to pull ahead. Cathay's ability to compete in the luxury segment is being directly impacted, with the aging fleet becoming increasingly less efficient and more costly to operate. This public criticism from Cathay is also indicative of a broader frustration within the airline industry. Other prominent carriers, including Emirates, Qatar Airways, and Lufthansa, have all voiced their dissatisfaction with Boeing's slow progress on the 777X, with many of these airlines also planning to use the aircraft to modernize their fleets and enhance their long-haul capabilities. However, Cathay's open discontent stands out because the airline has long been one of Boeing's most loyal customers. This candid expression of frustration reveals that even the most entrenched relationships are being tested under the weight of repeated delays and the growing competition in the aviation industry. As Cathay Pacific's plans to modernize its fleet continue to stall, the airline is being forced to explore temporary solutions. One option is retrofitting its older aircraft, which is a costly and imperfect solution. Alternatively, Cathay is increasingly turning to other manufacturers, particularly Airbus, to fill the gap left by Boeing. This shift represents a growing diversification of suppliers, an effort to reduce dependency on Boeing, and a pragmatic move to ensure that Cathay can continue to offer a competitive and efficient fleet. The consequences of these delays are far-reaching. Keeping older aircraft in service increases maintenance costs, reduces fuel efficiency, and limits the availability of premium offerings that Cathay's high-paying customers expect. The result is a mounting pressure on Cathay to find ways to maintain its standards of excellence while grappling with the increased operational burden caused by these delays. Each month that passes without the 777X puts the airline further behind its competitors, especially as Airbus continues to roll out its A350 and A330neo models, which are being delivered on schedule. Cathay's growing dependence on Airbus is particularly telling. As Boeing has failed to meet its deadlines, Airbus has been there to fill the gap, delivering aircraft like the A350 that provide the same long-haul capabilities the 777X was supposed to offer. This shift toward Airbus, while necessary for keeping Cathay's operations intact, represents a strategic change that could have long-term implications. The airline's growing relationship with Airbus signals that Boeing may risk losing a valued customer if it is unable to fulfill its commitments. This public statement from Cathay is not just a comment about a delayed delivery. It is a strong warning to Boeing that their long-standing relationship might be in jeopardy if the situation continues. The partnership between Cathay Pacific and Boeing dates back more than 50 years and has been integral in shaping Cathay into the global powerhouse it is today. Boeing's aircraft, particularly the 747 and 777 models, have been central to Cathay's ability to establish and maintain an extensive network connecting Hong Kong to major cities around the world. The iconic 747, known as the Queen of the Skies, was a vital part of Cathay's strategy, allowing it to expand into new markets, and the 777-300ER became the backbone of Cathay's fleet, providing superior fuel efficiency and long-range capabilities. Cathay's reliance on Boeing has been a defining characteristic of its success, and the airline has continued to trust Boeing to meet its long-haul aircraft needs, particularly as the airline transitioned from the 747 to the 777 series. The 777-300ER, known for its ability to connect distant global destinations with greater fuel efficiency, helped cement Cathay's competitive position in the global market. However, as the 777X program faced delay after delay, Cathay began to reconsider its options. The 777X was envisioned as the successor to the 777-300ER and a key part of Cathay's fleet renewal strategy. With its advanced features and improvements, including more fuel-efficient engines, cutting-edge cabin designs, and a longer range, the 777X was seen as a crucial element in ensuring that Cathay could continue to offer world-class service and luxury in a competitive market. However, as the delays piled up, Cathay found itself in a difficult position, forced to extend the life of its older aircraft, resulting in higher maintenance costs and an inability to compete with airlines already operating more modern, efficient fleets. Boeing's failure to deliver on time is not the only issue plaguing the 777X program. The aircraft has faced several technical and regulatory hurdles, including issues with its engines and its folding wingtips, a new feature that required extensive certification tests. These setbacks, combined with the financial and operational challenges Boeing has faced in the wake of the 737 MAX crisis and the COVID-19 pandemic, have resulted in significant delays to the 777X program. The pandemic, in particular, wreaked havoc on the aviation manufacturing sector, disrupting production lines and delaying key testing and certification milestones. As demand for new aircraft waned during the early months of the pandemic, Boeing was forced to slow down its production and reduce its workforce, further delaying the 777X. The company's suppliers also experienced setbacks due to global supply chain issues, further complicating Boeing's efforts to meet its delivery commitments. These compounded challenges have resulted in a backlog of testing and certification tasks, adding to the already lengthy delays. In addition to these challenges, Boeing has also faced issues with the 777XS engines, developed in collaboration with GE Aviation. Early testing revealed multiple issues, including compressor stalls and durability problems, leading to additional redesigns and delays in engine certification. These engine-related setbacks have contributed significantly to the overall delay in the 777X program. While these technical challenges and the pandemic have played a major role in the delays, they have placed Boeing in an increasingly difficult position, particularly with long-standing customers like Cathay. The airline has been forced to make difficult decisions, including keeping older aircraft in service longer than originally planned. This has led to higher operational costs, as well as a loss of potential revenue from offering cutting-edge, luxurious cabins to passengers. In response to these challenges, Cathay has turned to Airbus as a reliable alternative. The airline has increased its orders for Airbus A350 models, which offer similar long-haul capabilities to the 777X, allowing Cathay to keep its long-haul network running smoothly. While the A350 provides a viable alternative, it does not fully meet the specific goals Cathay had set for its fleet expansion, particularly when it comes to luxury offerings. Despite these difficulties, Cathay's move to invest more heavily in Airbus aircraft highlights the growing shift in the industry toward diversification. Airlines are increasingly looking to ensure they have reliable sources for fleet upgrades, which has led to a growing preference for Airbus, given Boeing's ongoing delays. Cathay's shift toward Airbus reflects a broader trend in the industry where delays from Boeing have caused some airlines to reconsider their reliance on the company, potentially altering the competitive balance between the two aircraft manufacturers. As Boeing struggles to meet its delivery deadlines, Cathay has had to explore alternatives to keep its operations intact. Airbus has stepped up to the plate, offering timely deliveries of its A350 aircraft, which have been well received by airlines worldwide. If Boeing is unable to deliver the 777X by the newly set 2026 deadline, the consequences could be far-reaching. Cathay, a longtime Boeing client, could shift even further towards Airbus, signaling a permanent change in its fleet strategy. This could represent a long-term blow to Boeing's position in the market, particularly with high-profile clients like Cathay, who might permanently diversify their fleets to include more Airbus aircraft. Cathay Pacific's ongoing frustration with Boeing and the prolonged delays to the 777X program highlight the deepening tensions between the airline and its long-standing supplier. The competition between Boeing and Airbus has been fierce for decades, but the 777X delays have given Airbus an unexpected edge in the market. Boeing will have to work hard to regain Cathay's trust and deliver on its commitments, or risk losing a valuable client for good. The future of Cathay's relationship with Boeing, and indeed the balance of power in the aviation industry, could depend on whether Boeing can meet its new 2026 deadline.